Okay, it's day 54. This is part 7. So I'm here with an FBI whistleblower. You meet the best people when you come to these FBI things on the Hill.
Alex, what was saying?
Yeah, so this is Alex, and Alex has done the pro se thing, just like I've done the pro se thing. So he's got more experience than me, and we just want to talk about entrapment. I've talked about Andrew McCabe. I've talked about his entrapment practices. And here's another person that would you agree with me that the FBI uses entrapment?
Yes, it's very ugly.
Would they use underage prostitutes ever?
Twice. I didn't approach. They approached me. I didn't approach them.
Right. So now you worked at a place in Charleston, South Carolina?
Yeah, it was the base. Yes, it's SPAWAR. It's a Navy command that worked for the FBI. We awarded their contracts, and I have to say this: it's corruption to the rafters. Like this.
So this is SPAWAR, which is Space and Warfare Center, I believe, correct?
Space and Naval Warfare Center, yes.
Space and Navy Warfare Center in Charleston, South Carolina. SPAWAR, S-P-A-R-COM. Is it SPAWAR? SPAWAR. Yeah. So, and he's working with contractors, so like SAIC, right?
Which I sued under, I would say, most people don't know the word. KETAM, it's
yeah.
So
that's RICO, right? RICO.
No, KETAM is different from RICO.
Whistleblower.
Yeah. KETAM is the whistleblower who gets an award after.
This is the reward. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And I sued my command, and I mean, how to say this? They had already set me up for alleged terrorist attack.
Sure.
While I'm working there,
they're going to use the fact that you're Muslim.
No, well, I'm not really. I'm agnostic. But they went with assault rifle, planning a terrorist attack, and they referred me to a mental hospital in Charleston.
Yeah. Sure, of course. Yeah, that's what they do. So you are working with a lot of classified information. You can't talk about that, right?
I don't tell the terrorists how to attack.
No. We're not doing that. But I mentioned this in earlier videos, which is called a maritime domain awareness, MDA, a maritime domain awareness. And you have experience in that area, and this is a true thing. Let's just leave it there.
Yeah, I mean, I saw things in my own eyes, and then I heard from others who were really afraid that this thing been accredited and went through, and they tried to get the word out through me because they knew I'm already radioactive. Yeah. So the other engineers approached me and let me know that this is happening, and that was a shock. That I mean, I told members of Congress here, and nothing is happening.
Right. So now I had mentioned I did a show about PANDA, which is the Coast Guard's maritime domain awareness. If you hack in to PANDA, you can get stuff into the United States. On the blue water, deep water, I believe Tandem is the maritime domain awareness system.
I don't want to talk
about it. Yeah. Okay, we're not going to talk about it. There's charts. This is publicly available information. I published the T-chart. Look on my Twitter. So hang in there. We are going to get you some voice here in Washington, D.C.
Thank you. Tell Chief Newsham of the police I met him twice.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Sure. Yeah, okay, go ahead. You have to talk over here this way.
So in a nutshell, you're working for the Navy, NCIS, you're doing contracts, and then you see corruption, right? Really bad stuff. And so you tried to go to the FBI with it to report it.
I did already went through a process.
And then instead they turned around and tried to set you up, right? With
years later, I would say, I was facing NCIS down there.
Yeah.
When I came up here to New York and DC,
it
was FBI now.
Right. So now you're basically trying to get the FBI to stop the corruption, and then they turn it around on you and try to entrap you with first, like, you were a terrorist. That was something they set you up.
That was NCIS.
Yeah, NCIS. But then the next step was entrapping with children, and they sent in young kids to try to get you.
There is also an allegation that I'm connected to Russian GRU, like a Russian spy.
Yeah.
They even tried that too.
Yeah, so that's the final thing.
I'm not even from Russia. I just visited 20 years ago.
Yeah, and Chief Newsham of DC.
Newsham
of DC, he's aware of all this stuff.
Yeah. Long email threads. I mean, I met him twice.
Yeah.
And then they destroyed the police report I made about what happened here in DC, the children.
And you've talked to Senator Feinstein, you said, Senator
Feinstein 3 times.
Yeah.
I can list Klobuchar, they all run away from me now. They see me.
Sure, yeah.
They see me in the Senate, and they just took off.
They've run. Okay.
Yeah. And Newsham's been advised by many people about the problem with child trafficking in this city, and it has contacts. And he has, even for the past year, refused to do anything. And you're somebody who's actually went to him, sent emails, and said, "I've seen this. I'm a witness.
I've seen a sex assault myself.
Right, on a
Yeah.
child, a young child. Right.
So-
I mean, I'm telling you that when I went to here earlier, I was waiting for the question from Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee,
Yeah.
because I already met her. I told her about the sex assault, and they asked me to write a question that will be asked to the Deputy Attorney General today.
Yeah.
And I wrote the 2 questions, and I submitted to her office, and I met her counsel, Mr. Gregory Berry,
Yeah.
and I saw him filming her. She about to ask her questions, and I waited the whole 5 minutes. She didn't ask a
Yes,
question. I mean, she asked right and left, but not my question.
Yeah.
And then I went out and talked to him again. I said, Mr. Berry, how are you going to get my question to the Department of Justice? And he
Yeah.
said, we'll submit a writing, wait 10 days and come back and pick it up.
Yeah.
But I doubt anything will
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so just remember I had said about DC missing girls, and this is going to be connected to the, yes, so just remember that. Somebody brought a fish in the elevator right as we came in, and that usually, Rahm Emanuel knows what that means in Chicago. It means you don't have a lot of time.
You got some Chicago?